Hey guys, Pastor Mark here. Today's Refuel is all about reflecting our lives out into the world so that people actually look at our lives and go, man, I want to have what they have. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys are doing well. God bless you today.
Okay, so I went to college, and in high school, I wasn't a good student. All right, I already told you what I was doing. So I wasn't a good student in high school, but I went to college and I became an academic. I really loved academia. I'd read all the books, I'd write all the papers. I loved it. I wanted to then do a master's degree, do a PhD, and go and be a scholar. I didn't do that. I'm here with you. So anyway, all of that to say, that's what I wanted to do. So I'm in college, I'm slaying it, I love it, I'm an academic, I love footnotes, I love reading, I love doing papers. And I get to the end of my college life, and 4 years in, I'm probably 22 years old, 23 years old, and no joke, the guidance counselor or whatever of the college comes to me and goes, hey bro, we've realized that you're actually short a high school credit. And you gotta go back to high school to get it. No joke, it's like a John Hughes movie, all right? I'm like, what? Thank you. I gotta go back to high school? So I go back to high school for summer school. For 2 months, I go hang out with 17-year-olds. And I'm writing these papers, and these guys are just dumb as a stump, and they've never they don't even know where the A is on the keyboard. They're like, I don't know. And I go in, and I'm a genius compared to these kids, all right? I'm Rain Man. I'm like, pumping out these papers, handing them in, Doogie Howser. And so the guy walks in, he's like, but I didn't want to tell anybody that because I just wanted to look like a total phenomenon. And anyway, first paper's due, guy comes up to me, he's like, hey, dude, these kids can't even spell. What is this? So I just polish off this brilliant paper, quoting all these people. So he's like, what's the deal? I'm like, shoot. I'm like, all right, here's the deal. I'm 23 years old. But the reality is, during that time, I start hanging out with all these 17-year-olds, and I start to mentor them in life. And I start to show them about the meaning of life and show them the value of different things. And then the teacher starts to critique Christianity, and I start challenging him in front of the class. I'm like, actually, you don't understand the first thing about the philosophy of Christianity. What about the history of this? And then he starts making fun of one of the Muslim girls, and I come to her defense. And I said, dude, you don't know anything about the Quran. You don't know anything about her traditions. And all of a sudden, they start hanging around me, and we start hanging out, and we start chatting, and we start talking, and this whole class starts to love me. These 35 people, they're like, bro, you should be our teacher. And this teacher's like, hey, over here. But here's the point. By the time it all ended, all these kids said, listen, we don't believe anything that you believe, but we want what you've got. Amen. That's what the people of the Spirit are supposed to be representing in the world.